around here. There's quite a few, and they are my favorite. So I got me some chicken strips and wedges and biscuit, and we got some of their ranch. Literally the best ranch I've ever had. I wish they sold this in stores. I love this ranch. It's amazing. You see that? I think I've got 5 wedges here, or 5 strips here, 1 biscuit, and wedges. We're gonna wash it down with a water with the Sonic pack. I just saw this the other day at the store. I was like, okay. Why is that? What in the world? Okay, that should not be hard like that. It's like it's stale. Super, super soft. Alright. Let's get my ranch open, shall we? They have barbecue too. I don't normally get their barbecue, but they put it in there, so I'm gonna go ahead and eat it. We'll always try it. But usually I just dip everything in the ranch, like so. Some Lee's, they make wedges that are hard, like fried and crispy. But the one that I go to, they make theirs soft. That's how I like them from them. So freaking good. wedges look so good. I just need want this more. My mother is getting shoulder replacement surgery tomorrow. So I'll be helping her out with the recovery process. These are a little spicy. Spicier than normal though. My mother had both her hips replaced last year. I like the tail end of the year. But yeah, so hopefully this will be the end of the chronic pain saga for her. I don't think I dipped this in here before. I'm on the fence about that sauce. That barbecue sauce. I watched Sonic 3 the other day. And I gotta say, I've been very impressed with the Sonic movies. Like, they had all reason to be terrible, but they're really, I mean, they're cheesy, but they're good cheesy. They're tolerable. I do feel like the wife of the main character really can act. And she just comes off very one-dimensional to me. Looks like she has one facial expression. But oh, Super Mario movie. I cannot believe that happened. And I'm talking about the new one, not that old one from the 90s or 80s, whenever that came out. I don't know. They totally just, that movie is basically a generic animated movie with a Mario skin on top of it. Like, it was just bad. Seems like something, you know, the Nintendo team should have done in Japan and then dubbed it over, because they would have done it right. Alright, well, I'm at a ranch, so it's time for another. Been watching a lot of Modern Family. Always been a fan. I just love Phil. He's so funny. He's so funny. I mean, I like everybody, but he's super funny. I feel like so far they've done a pretty good job. I'm only up to like season 6, but I feel like they've done a good job of transitioning the kids who were like cute, adorable kids into like teenagers. And normally when a kid starts out on a show as like a young kid and they become a teen, it gets really awkward. It's almost like they can't even act anymore. It's weird. It's like the writers don't really know what to do with them. But they've done really well with this, with them. There's been like obvious growth and changes, but they still felt like that same character. You know what I mean? It seems like that character seasons, so I'm technically at like half. A friend introduced me to a show called, I think it's called Gemstones. And I watched 2 episodes of that. But I watched season 2. Those episodes were from season 2. And so, anyway, I really didn't feel like I had missed a whole lot. But it's interesting. It's, I guess you could say it's a darker comedy, drama type of deal. It's got the guy from, what was that show? There was a show on Comedy Central. Workaholics. That's one of the guys from Workaholics in it. Not the guy with the curly hair. Not that real tall one either. But the other one. Okay, well I think this is the last one I can eat. We're going to get you one more bite. Okay. Get you another bite. I don't mind. I already dipped it for you. So it's good to go. Alright. Anyways. So yeah, it's got him and like the guy from the dad from Roseanne, and this one chick I don't know. I know her face, but I can't name her into anything. And some other people who I really don't know. But it's an interesting show. I don't see myself being into it though. I won't be going out of my way to watch anymore. There was another show my friend was trying to get me to watch. It was called Severance. You know, his big hype up for it was like, cause it's on Apple TV, and he was like, the big thing was Apple's paying like $18 million per episode for this show, and so I'm like, wait a minute, what? I'm thinking about it. A season of a TV show on broadcast, meaning on actual TV, like over the air with an antenna. Those seasons, like on CBS, NBC, ABC, CW, their TV shows are about 20 episodes a season, 22. So you get and you get a half season. So like at one part of the year, you'll get the first half, and then you'll get the other half towards the end. 12 and 12. Well, for a cable or for a streaming network, a season is like anywhere from 7 to episodes. And even network TV don't pay that kind of money for an episode. And I'm like, so why? And I saw the trailer. I'm like, what about this? It's an $18 million show. of their favorite shows on streaming get canceled. Because even if they're doing okay, they want to bet on this bigger show that could totally bomb. And if that bombs, then there's going to be even more cancellations, including that show that bombed. And it's like, I think they expect word of mouth to be big for some of these. I mean, it definitely looped my friends in, because just knowing that it's that much has got them interested. But for me, I'm like, why? In an episode, I don't know how many episodes it will get a season, but at least one. So that's insane to me. So looks like I'm gonna have like 3 tenders left and like no wedges. And that always happens. I just never get enough wedges. Why? But yeah, so man, I could say these last. So yeah, I was so hungry for this that I almost didn't make a mukbang. I was about to eat. I don't feel like setting up. I don't even know, as I was setting up, everything wanted to fall. Get out of the place. Do all that. Phone and tripod fell. I don't normally use an iPod. Or I don't normally use a tripod anymore. But it's one of those like selfie ones, so I can just put it on the table. And my little table arms, like what this is on. I have another one. Let's see if I pull this down, will you see it? Actually, I'm not going to do that. But there's one right here. Man, that's where my phone would be connected to that one. But the little bolt here doesn't want to stay in place when I screw it and put it tight. It'll just swing down to the bottom. And I can't figure out why it's doing that. It's so annoying. I was watching Angry Fat Chick. Okay, I'm just gonna eat half of this. Just half. Which one's smaller? This one's thicker, but this one's longer. I don't want the thick one. Wait, I'm almost out of ranch. Why? Okay, I'm just kidding. Go to Lee's like, hey, can I buy a tub of your ranch, please? Right. See what you did? You got me distracted. What was I talking about? Angry Fat Chick. So I was watching a video of hers. And what was she eating? I think she was eating like a sub. Honestly, she didn't eat that much. But you know, the comments were going in on her. And then one guy was like, and she was like, well, okay, I'm full. I'm done. it's still in front of your face, so you're gonna have like just little nipples here and there. Like me taking an extra half of this damn strip when I said I was done. Anyways, who knows? Maybe the next time you see me, I'll have braids. I know I've been talking about braids for a while now, but I really am getting sick of this hair. You just don't know the kind of maintenance it requires. But I'm not cutting it. I may never cut it again, honestly. I just got cut in 23. After I had let it go, my hair became like a matted mess. It's totally unsalvageable. Like literally, it cannot be redeemed. It had to be cut off. It was after my very long, very serious depressive spell that I ended up falling into after COVID. Not related to COVID at all, actually, but that's just the time frame. And my hair just became like one big dreadlock, basically. I couldn't get conditioner to do nothing with it. It would just stay. I looked up some lady online who like professionally did that for people who basically, all her clients, like literally like their story was, they went into a deep depression and just didn't touch their hair for like, some of them for literally years. I didn't make it a year, but I made it like 7-8 months. Something very serious like that, right? So just to put into perspective how bad off I got. But it cost like a fortune because she would sit there and for like 4, 5, 6, 7 hours, like just delicately working to get that hair unmatted and undreaded, and it took so much worse. But she was so compassionate and she understood the stories and all that stuff. But most of her clients flew out to see her. They wanted to save all of their hair, and she was pretty much the only way. Because you're not going to go to any regular old barber, even if they got, history with your type of hair, they're not going to be able to know if you have matted up hair like that. Especially the kind that I had, where it was months and months of accumulation and dreading and I might try to post a picture of what my hair was kind of looking like right before I cut it. And I was devastated though. I was like, once I had got out of like that funk, and I was like, okay, I'm feeling good again. I gotta do something with this hair. And then I was like trying to redeem it, and it turns out that I couldn't. It could not be. I'm trying all these different methods and nothing's working, and finally had to face reality, and I was like, this is gonna have to get cut, all of it. I was sad. I had been growing it out for for a while, up to that point. So I said, I'll never let my hair get like that again, ever. But it does take a lot of work. Sometimes I just want it out of my face. very sensitive scalp anyways. And my hair just like collects heat like a stove or oven. I hate that. Anyways, I'm talking about potentially getting my hair braided. Nothing even remotely fancy. Just not even been thinking like I'm about to look like. I was trying to think about somebody who got braids. Look like. Oh dang. Who wears braids right now? Well, anyways, whoever they are, I will be looking like that. It'll be quick and easy. Okay. I'm done, seriously. After that. Here's the final tally. I don't know why my exposure looks like that. It does not look like that. Well, we got 2 strips left and a half. Ish. We got this, which I'm eating now. And yeah, we finished 2 cups of because of all that barbecue sauce. That's interesting. Well, most of it. I still don't know where I'm at on that barbecue sauce. Anyways. Yeah. Lee's famous recipe chicken. They are good. Like I said, they are my favorite. I've had Cane's, I've had Chick-fil-A don't count. Chicken's it's not a chicken place. Okay, it's a chicken sandwich place. It's different. But I've had, and I guess you could say the same about well, not in this case. I was gonna say Cane's, but because Cane's is just strips. But that's what I like most about this place is their strips. So, and their strips are way better than Cane's. Cane's are probably a bit juicier, but to me, Cane's chicken, it's juicy and it's got a nice density and all that fun stuff, but it just doesn't have flavor to it. You really gotta dip it in that damn sauce to really get anything out of it. You know what I mean? It needs all the additions, all the amenities to go with it for it to really be good. And that ain't it for me. Whereas this, I can just eat these strips by themselves if I wanted to. But I prefer it with the strips, or with the wedges. But yeah. So, and this was good. I'm trying to figure out why I can never hear myself drink. I wonder if I need a cup to do that. Because I definitely have seen videos and I can hear them drinking the damn thing. But I'm not hearing it. I'll see if I hear it in post, but yeah, but yeah, like I said, at least it just has the best flavored chicken. And since you got regular chicken, they're better than Popeyes. I won't be. There's no comparison between it and KFC. Who else we got? Others. So, yeah. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, these eating sounds, and my random chatter about truly really random things. I guess it's always pretty random, isn't it? But, yeah, I wish I had a dessert now, even though I'm full. Okay. Oh, what kind of dessert would I want if I had a dessert? Maybe like one of those like McDonald's apple pies. Or Rallies, if you guys have Rallies, or in some places, Checkers. They've has one now. So, anyways, I think we're done. Yeah. So, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think of the video and the chicken. What's your favorite chicken spot? You can't say Chick-fil-A. Does not count. But yeah, what's your favorite chicken spot? And like the video. And if you're new here, subscribe. And I will see you in the next video. Bye. When did I start doing that, by the way? The whole bye thing. Did I always do it like that? I don't think I always did that. I've been doing it recently, though. Anyways, bye. It's another wink.